Hey guys, and welcome back to another All Pro Football Editor tutorial. In this one, we're going to be reviewing the global editor inside of the tools menu. So first thing you're going to want to do is click on your tools menu here, and you're going to see a list of different tools here that are geared towards making the roster editing process a lot smoother, a lot faster, and there's also some utilities in here that help with managing your roster. So today's video is going to be about the global editor. Now the global editor is meant for mass updating your roster. So if you want to make any adjustments to attributes across your entire roster, you can do it in one fell swoop. This is an improvement to having to go through each player one by one and single-handedly change everyone to to whatever rating you're trying to reach. This is really good for tuning. So once you're finished with your roster, if you're finding out that you're getting too many rushing yards or too little, maybe too many interceptions, things like that, you can go in here and you can quickly adjust all of your players or a portion of your players by position and by teams to ramp up or ramp down those those stats. So this is an option. Obviously, you can go into your stats and you can adjust your sliders in the game, but this is more for tuning, fine tuning to make sure that everyone is set with the correct balanced attributes. So what I'm going to do in this video is walk you through some examples of how to use it and how it works. So first of all, in the first column, you have your teams panel. And inside of here, you can either choose all teams or you can choose select number of teams. In this example, we're going to just choose the Owls, which is the team that I currently control. And same thing with positions. You can pick all of the positions or you can just pick a few. And I'm going to choose quarterbacks. And same thing with attributes. You can basically change any attribute that you'd like. The difference here for run style is you won't have any real numbers. You're going to just change everyone to one of the run styles that are available to you. And uh, so that's the way that that these work. So I just noticed that kick style, I just clicked on it here, it really didn't do anything. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, kick style should act like yes, it should. So that's going to need to be added to my list of future enhancements. But for this video and for your purposes, you probably won't be messing with the kick style very often. But that's something I'm going to have to add to my list of things to do, things to work on. So let's go back to the example here. So QBs for the Owls, and we're going to change the pass arm strength. Let's make that. Let's bring that down 10%. Right. So let's go to the Owls first. Let's look at the QBs. Let's take a look at their pass arm strength. And 90 for Steve Young and 70 for Archuleta. Okay, so we're going to drop these down 10%. So we should see it come down to like 81 and 63. Let's see if that works. So we're going to choose Owls, QBs, pass arm strength, percentage, which if you hover over these, they're going to tell you what each one does. You can also hit F1 on your keyboard and it's going to walk you through how the global editor works in detail. So we're going to minus because we want to subtract. We don't have any limits. This is more of a ceiling and a floor. So if you want to make sure that no one goes above or below a certain amount, no matter what your ratings are, these can lock those in to make sure that everybody hits that minimum or that maximum amount, no matter how close they are to it. So for instance, if the minimum was 90 and this was going to bring Steve Young down to an 81, it wouldn't let me. It would only go down to 90. So in this case, we're going to do 10%. We're going to drop it by 10% minus, and we are going to update. If you click this button here, it resets the entire form and gives you a clean slate to work off of if you want to, basically clean up, erase everything you did here. And the bottom thing here is for rookies only. So only for players with a year's pro of equal to 0 will be affected if you check this button. Okay, so quarterbacks that are rookies are the only ones that would be affected if I have this checked. So let's go ahead and run the update here. What it will do is it will take you back to your roster screen so you can see your changes. If you guys don't like it doing that, I can tweak that. I'll just need to get some feedback. Leave feedbacks in the comments here, or if I hear feedback in the Discord channel, then or on SimHeads, then I will, I'll probably adjust it. But I like coming back here so I can see what my changes did. And as you can see here, the pass arm strength went down by 9, and it went down by 7 here. Okay. So what you can also do is you can use the equal or the fixed, right? Equal is going to basically do the same thing as percentage, but it's more of just a flat number, right? So if I want to add 10 to the arm strength, then I can just put 10 there and it will add 10, period, right? So if we go back to the QB and we look at their arm strength, you're going to see that they were added by 10. This was 81 before, this was 63 before, right? And lastly, we can do, well, there's a couple more things. We can do the fixed, which is basically saying, I want everyone to have a 55 arm strength. Okay? And you're still limited down to the owls and the position, right? So now they both have 55. Another cool thing that's been added here is a way to take one, let's just say like arm strength. Let's say you like the arm strength and you want the arm strength to be the same. You want to copy it over to something else, right? Let's say you're doing, let's pick a different one. Let's say you're doing like, I don't know. Let's pick one here. Let's say you want speed to match agility. Okay. So what you can do is you can check the source. So speed is your source and your target copy attribute too. This is where speed is going to get copied to agility. So when we run this for the QB, we're going to notice that their speed and their agility are now equal because the speed was copied over to the agility attribute, if you will. Okay. So when we look at speed and agility, you're going to see that they match. So that's something that's brand new, I believe, in this editor. You also have, let's see what else you have. As I mentioned, you can do rookies. If you do fixed, you don't have the plus or minus, obviously. You don't even have limits because you're setting it at a fixed number, okay? But if I wanted to do like equals and I wanted to say the minimum that I want is 80, maximum I want is 95, and I want to have everybody add 10 or something, I can run that, and what that would do is that would keep these values. If you try to hit play, it's going to tell you you have to check at least one from each one of these windows here, these panels here. Okay, at least one attribute, one position, and one team, one or more. Okay, so that's pretty much the global editor. It works really, really well. I've tested it a lot. It was in the old editor. If you guys find any issues with it, obviously let me know in the Discord channel. And it's great to quickly, in mass updates, change your players' attributes, and I think you guys should spend some time learning how to use it to get the most out of APFe. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next tutorial, and hit that like button. Put your comments or feedback below if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys next time.